inning to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Runs out of bounds.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I love it. I love the first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab, pass to Marker. He's loose. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Power football with the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Manning. He's moving out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And he's got it inside the 10.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Beck's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 5.
Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
14, Kentucky, 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Return runs out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Kentucky, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake. He's got his man. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kentucky! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. To the air. It's Manning. Going over the top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Lots of running room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Longhorns getting set on first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Caught behind the line. It's ball. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. And they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Off play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the grab. Stumbled to the ground.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Kentucky going quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Kentucky. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Kent State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not
going up top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This time it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack, because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Smashes through the tackle. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. stepping back. It's Manning. Looking downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. They'll run the toss. Slithers into space. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it's squarely fall.
Turning on the Jets. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They'll spread the defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on the money. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line as they come out of their own territory with a vengeance. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week too, man, just
going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these teams.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this
and the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. The Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. They'll go to the toss. Running to Green. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. He unleashes a long one. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Working that left side now. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Lockett. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of... And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gilmore. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They go to the ground. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll run play action. Fires left. It's complete. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Now adjusting. On the run, deep down the right side.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Of quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Kentucky. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Manning. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends have got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. He's loose down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Still running at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score. Kentucky 49, Texas 35.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pressure coming. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.